Hey guys, it's Mark of TheLocalScrubs. Davin's back here. He's got to leave, so he can't be in the video. He won a map. And this is Chris. That's Thomas. You've seen him in a video. Chris here is going to eat a Cleafort Towers.
This is for all the pain and suffering I ever had playing this damn deck.
That's how you start a video.
It's dead.
Alright, so what we're here for is we're going to be discussing the new ban list. A couple days late, but starting with the Forbidden. Towers, we know his opinions. But yeah, Towers, it wasn't something that I expected to be hit, at least not right now, but I'm glad to see it gone. It's such a degenerate card.
I will say this about Towers. It was a degenerate card, but it did make Cleese flow pretty well.
Yeah.
And Scout going to 1, though, actually just completely killed the deck completely, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas?
Yeah, Towers is pretty much all they had because they can't necessarily be a rank 4 spam deck, which is what most pendulum decks are moving towards. So
I will say this: ARG was using Obelisk Tormentor.
Yeah,
but
they had 2 Scout.
They had to have 2 Scout, and you couldn't search for it, so it was pretty much luck of the draw. You had to go.
Every night, it's not gonna be hard to get the Scout.
Right.
But
Plus, I mean, if you want to play Cleese now, you got to play the 2 climate change. Pretty much.
Yeah. With Scout going to 1, I am pretty happy about that. It does show the meta shift that we're getting ready to transform into here. Necros, I think Necros are finally dead. Blue is dead.
Yeah,
Blue is completely dead now.
Blue. Speaking of Blue, Shrit is gone. Something else. I didn't expect Shrit. I don't think anybody expected Shrit, but
anything.
like we didn't expect anything.
I didn't expect a ban.
But yeah, Shrit gone pretty much kills Necros to the point to where if you want to play the deck, you're gonna have to innovate the crap out of it.
I agreed with the decision of Unicorn and Brio going to 1. I think that just kind of helped completely murder the rest of the deck. Mathematician going to 1 and Rhoda going to 1. That right there just completely murdered the entire deck completely. The deck is dead. Pleas are dead, and Shadal's construct being banned. And Shadal, was it El Shadal Fusion?
Yeah, L's at 1.
El Shadal Fusion
Math at
going to
1.
1, Math going to 1. That completely hurt him again. And about the only thing that they really didn't touch was
Tellers.
They put Rhoda at 1, but it didn't really affect them.
My deck more than Tellers.
Yeah, I play UAs. Rip consistent UAs. But everyone's least expected hit, Exiton Knight.
I didn't expect the Exiton Knight to hit, but I do say this about this. Konami, every time they do bring out a ban list, they always hit that one random card. It's that one random card that nobody expects, and Exiton Knight was just an unlucky draw this time.
It's like, I see a lot of people going back and forth whether the banning was right or it was wrong. I personally think Exiton's a balanced card. Yes, it does create situations where you have to either, what can I do to get over Exiton? Like, I know my opponent's going to Exiton. What do I have in my deck that can get over it? And then there's also the, instant comeback with Exiton that can happen. But I think Exiton's a perfectly balanced card, but I can see why it was banned. It's too generic. It's too easy to go into. A lot of decks, especially with the Clown Engine coming out, it's just easy to make.
The entire Clown Engine is probably what actually forced the banning of Exiton Knight.
Yeah.
It's a shame to say, but we are in the age of clowns.
We're in the age of clowns and pendulums. Something I didn't, everyone expected, Instant Fusion to 1, Royal Magical Library ban. Nothing happened on that front. So we can see Instant Fusion to 3 and Nodens everywhere. So.
I'm expecting for Instant Fusion to probably hit 1, Norden to probably hit 1 or banned. I don't think it would get banned, but it's possible. It's Konami. We don't know what they do. They come up with crazy ideas. They get in these meetings and they just do stupid stuff. I think, if anything, if we see Instant Fusion going to 1, it's not going to be until probably January, February before we actually see that transition and that new ban list.
Yeah. Let's see. Burning Abyss, draft to 1, seer to 2.
I don't think that hurts the deck at all. The deck is still highly playable. It's still,
just the combos with Graph is just limited.
It's limited, but yeah, the deck is still highly playable. The deck is still at full force. The deck is just too good. And them just hitting 2 cards is not going to kill the deck. I mean, yeah, it hurt it. It might as well give it a punch in the face. That was about it. Yeah, but I mean, unless it's definitely playable.
It'll definitely still be tier 1, I think.
Unless they absolutely just ban Seer or ban Storm, the deck is way too playable. Or ban Dante.
Let's see, Mathematician to 1, the cards compared to like a lot of other people have said, compared to like Foolish Burial, the cards way better, and that's at 1. Mathematician to 1 is a perfect hit in my opinion.
Card I was glad to see come back is Gear.
That Gear Hot, man. When I actually got back into the game, that was my deck that I ran, and I love the deck. I would actually pick it back up and put it back together, but I don't know, man. The cards are just scattered out throughout my tins. It's too slow. It is slow, but I mean,
you're still gonna play the deck.
The Clown Engine. You can always run the Clown Engine.
Exactly. Something we didn't see. Ritual Beast Ulti Conahawk to 1.
This is my opinion on that. I was playing Ritual Beast for a long time. I love the deck. The deck does brick though. But Conahawk going to 1 is an okay decision in my opinion because the deck is slow. The deck is really slow. It takes forever to do 1 play.
Compared to Infernities back in the day.
Compared to Infernities back in the day.
They should have just corrected the rule instead of put it.
Yeah.
That was an option, but I mean, this Konami, they're just going to like, oh, we don't like that. Hit it.
Pretty much what Konami was doing in this ban list. They are forcing the meta shift. They're making the meta shift a forceful thing where you have to go out and you have to buy these new decks.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ritual Beast Ulti Conahawk, in my opinion, yeah, it's the combo maker. Once it's gone, the deck pretty much just scoops. But I don't think. I don't have really much of an opinion on the Conahawk hit, but I mean, at least they did something to Ritual Beast. Like a lot of people were saying, Ritual Beast, if they didn't hit Conahawk, could have been a tier 1 deck, and we don't want people. Like Konami wants the game to be fast. Apparently, they want the deck to keep end after the first couple turns. Spam the pendulum.
What I can tell is Konami is trying to make the deck. Make this entire game more spam heavy and just faster pace.
And you can easily tell what this is.
Yeah.
They're pushing into it.
Weren't so
yeah. My personal opinion on the Conahawk, though, Patrick Hoban went to Konami after Knoxville Regionals and was salty and told them, put Conahawk to 1, please.
I could probably agree with that because the dude pretty much got destroyed by him from what I heard.
If you guys heard anything about the Knoxville Regionals, we went there a couple weeks ago. Patrick Hoban, second to last round, lost the Ritual Beast and dropped. It's hilarious.
Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about the main list. I mean,
what was something you expected? We'll talk about the Unlimited. So we know Gear Spellbook of Fate is good for spellbooks.
I don't really. I think spellbooks are just irrelevant.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything, but I mean, at least they got Fate back.
Yeah.
I feel like they're in Raid Raptor too.
Yeah. 6 Samurai Shien. We play 3 Shien. Yippee. Chaos Sorcerer, I already thought it was a 3, to be honest.
You know, when I actually seen Chaos Sorcerer go to 3, I was like, wait a minute. This is still a thing? Wait, this card was still on the ban list?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, before we end this, what were your overall, what else do you think could have been done to the list? Do you think it was perfect, or could there have been any more things?
Okay, I will say this. A lot of people might disagree with me, they might agree with me. I feel like towers should have been a little bit hit more than what they were.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The Neb at least to 1.
Altair also to 1.
Or Altair to 1, yeah. I feel like that would have made the deck a little bit more balanced. It wouldn't have pushed that deck so far, ahead of these other decks that got hit by the ban list. I think that that's the only change that should have been done is
instead of giving tellers the slap on the wrist.
Yeah, instead of just slapping them on the wrist. Yeah. And I think Burning Abyss should have got a little bit hit harder too, because
at least Spiral Lake, I think.
Yeah, it should have been hit. Both of those decks are really good, and it's hard to get around a lot of the stuff that they do. And I mean, I just feel like with Burning Abyss taking Nats, this year's Nats, And
Taylor's winning worlds.
Taylor's winning worlds. It should have been hit a lot harder, but they weren't. It was these other decks that.
I mean, you could you can argue that Rhoda was intentionally hitting Taylor's, but it hit more warrior decks because in Taylor's, I mean, you can just replace those two Rhodas with Sky Bridges like OCG.
They were specifically hit, probably because Pendulum decks can spam way more consistently than Taylor's ever can.
This is the age of spamming, is what I believe. This is what we're going into. I'm okay with it, but I do feel like, hey, Konami could have been like, hey, we can do a little bit more to Burning Abyss and Taylor's because they did win the big stuff this year. They took home the bacon on this year's tournaments.
They're probably not going to be relevant when we get the Master Pendulum Striker decks and stuff.
Well, I mean, Taylor's and BA, they'll still be in the tiers, but
it'll be in the tiers. But I think there's efficient ways to spam right.
All right, so before we end, what do you think is going to be top tier? I know we're entering a Cosmo era right after. As soon as the ban list goes into effect, we're in a Cosmo era.
Top tier. I feel like Cosmos have the potential to be in top tier.
And they're pretty much the best deck.
They pretty much are right now. They're a rich kid deck. That's what I call them. Because you have to be pretty much filthy rich to afford a deck.
I mean, just talk to JP about that. He's already got the deck built.
Exactly. And I think Magic Specters have a good possibility of being top
with
tier.
as much hits as they did, a lot of Magic Specters, they for sure have a chance to be top tier after this ban list.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then Infernoids.
Infernoids are getting hot, a really big hot. And this is a crazy opinion, but I feel like Yang Zings are actually going to be hyped more now.
Oh yeah, definitely. With this list, Yang Zings have a chance to shine.
Yeah. Other than that, I feel like that might be the top 4 decks that we see getting played a lot.
And then I still say Tellers and BA will be tier 1, but eventually you might see them dwindle down.
Eventually they will die. They'll die down. But other than that, the 4 decks that I named off is the 4 that I do believe are going to be topping regionals.
And this is going to be before Master Pendulums. When Master Pendulum comes out, you'll see a lot more just a lot of Pendulum decks.
Exactly.
And pals and friends. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Mark of the Local Scrubs, guests Thomas and Chris. Anything else you guys want to say?
That's all. Other than that, hey, Glad Towers is gone. Glad Scouts at 1. Finally dead. I ate it. It's gone.
All right. It's Mark of the Local Scrubs signing out. Hey, maybe you'll see these guys in future videos, discussions if you like them. Let us know in the comments your opinions on the ban list, and see you guys in the next one.